Why does every DLC character that has come into this game have an install? Brother, like what happened to just playing the game fair and square and not powering up to Super Saiyan 1 by the end of the first round? I don't get it. Heihachi's more or less a bloody boss character, bro. Yo my people, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and before we get into it, if you please don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, and down below you know when I upload the video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. I don't recognise this Tekken. I feel like it is way too aggressive for the Tekken that I remember, especially in Tekken 7 or even Tekken 6. Neutral doesn't exist in this game anymore. And I have a few gripes I want to talk about in this video, but that's the first one I want to really get into, is the fact that I feel like they've turned the aggression button up to max. There is actually no way to understand when it's your turn unless you have frame data. The ability to guess simply by looking or to play by sight alone is absolutely gone from this game. In order to play this game properly now, you have to know frames, or you have to be pressing the buttons more than your opponent's pressing their buttons. I use Dragunov. I can understand he's a pretty aggressive character, but more or less, and I always say that to this day, they nerfed him to death. There are now certain characters in this game whose chains simply do not end. Reina. Like, let me just say Reina. I'm just going to throw Reina out there because she's one of the characters who, for me, is so ambiguous. Like, I have no idea when it's my turn because she can just keep on pressing buttons and I have to deal with it. Steve, another one. I can't disengage from Steve. If Steve wants to continue hitting me and he knows what to do with his character, I've lost every single time I try to press a button. Because Steve is a counter hit character, his frames also work in favour of just keeping you locked in. You can't really get out. And then when you want to disengage or press a button to get out of there, that's when the counter hit comes and you start taking massive amounts of damage. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that if we are in neutral, I can't choose to disengage if you've chose to come towards me. I have to hold everything you're throwing at me. And if I can do that for long enough, then maybe after you're done, i.e. you being done is you run out of buttons to press and I've just blocked everything, then it's my turn to press a button. This game is very unforgiving for players that want to take their time and slowly but surely work their way into their flowchart. You have to be on 100 as soon as you start the match. You have to damn near get first blood. If you don't get first blood, you've lost, because if you hold a launcher, that's like 70% of your health gone. It's actually ridiculous. The aggression in this game is way too much. I don't see footsies anymore. I don't see, ranged pokes aggravating your opponent with small Tekken. I don't see it anymore. All I see is big moves. Big flashy moves that look like everyone's playing a different version of Clive. Massive electrics on the screen, massive battle effects, and suddenly you're in a combo. Counter hit from one button press. 4 gives you like the best counter hit in the game. I'm talking about a Jin here. Like, really? You press one button, and if I press the button at the same time as you get a combo that near enough destroys all of my life. I don't understand what you want me to do in that situation. I think aggression in Tekken 8 has been a big issue for a very long time, and I think loads of the community have spoken about it, so I won't even stay on that for too long. What I will move on to though is, now that Falcon Ra's on the scene, I've noticed a lot of things in this game that kind of irritate me. If you get to press a button and then the next button you press puts me in a cutscene that you get damage for free from that cutscene, in a game like this, I don't like that at all. So I'll point out a lot of Falcon Ra's moves are, if you press a button while he's pressing the button, he gets the hit that he initially sends out, he gets. But then the second hit is like a cutscene that you can't really do anything about. Like, I don't understand what I'm meant to do there. A lot of other characters have this as well. I think Lydia has it. A lot of buttons where if you press that button it lands, you get a follow-up attack automatically. Like, I understand there's some moves you get follow-up, like if the first move hits, the second move will hit. But if you get a cutscene on the second hit, and I've got to guess every single time you get this cutscene, what are we doing here? Like, it really nullifies the fact that they upped the damage, that they upped the life, lowered the damage, but forced you into certain situations where you're forced to take damage unless you guess correctly. It's really Tekken Casino that we're playing right now. So now I can't guess when it's my turn, but if I guess when it's my turn incorrectly, I get hit. But if I can't guess when it's my turn because the chain of attacks haven't stopped for so long, what am I meant to do? Like, I don't get it. And now onto my next issue. Why does everyone have an install? Why does every DLC character that has come into this game have an install? Brother, like what happened to just playing the game fair and square and not powering up to Super Saiyan 1 by the end of the first round? I don't get it. Heihachi's more or less a bloody boss character, bro. Falcon Ra's damn near a boss character, bro. I remember when Lydia was an issue and no one knew what to do against Lydia. We didn't actually find out what we're supposed to do against Lydia. Anna just came out. Like literally, we didn't know. We didn't find out what we had to do against Lydia. Anna just came out, and even she's got an install and a debuff. What other character in the game apart from Anna has a debuff, bro? Why are we putting special effects and giving characters like special transformations mid-game? I'm so confused. What is this game turning into? It's like everyone has become a subgenre of Clive. Big, massive cinematic fights, massive, huge moves. Small Tekken doesn't exist anymore because if you try and do small Tekken, you get blown up by massive, destructive moves that frames don't even make sense. Like, I want to go back to Steve because he's my biggest issue here. The guy can suffocate you and you actually cannot press a button. If a Steve gets into a flowchart so good that you can't press a button, what's the point in playing? I don't get it. But that's enough from me today, guys. Hopefully you're having a good one. If you are, people, so like, comment, subscribe down below. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.